Hey Glam Fam, I'm going to show you how to set up a Facebook group for your She Shows. So I'm going to share my screen. All right, get me out of the way here. So you have the document that has all your She Show prep instructions. So this walks you through what to do to create your group and all the things that I do inside the group. But I thought I would just show you, walk you through it, so there was no confusion on how to set it up. So first thing it is you're doing is you're creating the group. So go to your Facebook, to this little plus sign here, go down to group. This is actually going to be for a She Show that I am setting up that starts the next few days. So this is going to be Lindsay's She Show. I'm going to set it to public. I'm not going to invite anybody yet. Create. Okay, so I have already created the cover photo. I have another video that walks you through how to create the cover photos and the invite image. I've already done that, so I'm going to upload the photo that I made. Okay, there we go. So it says the date when our party is starting. There it is. Save changes. So then if you go back to the prep instructions, we've added the cover photo, then you add the description. And so you can copy and paste this. Go back to Facebook. I'm going to go to settings, name and description. So the shopping link is going to be your website. So maryk.com/twinhop. So you'll put yours there. And then the registration link, which is from your Google form. So I have another video that walks you through how to create your Google form and get that. And actually, I'll just kind of show you. If I go to my drive. I don't know why my computer goes so slow when I'm doing screen share. Go to my forms. So I walk you through how to have your own registration form for that you use for all of your stuff. So you can just use your regular registration form if you want to, or this is what my She Show registration form looks like. And the reason I have a separate one for my She Shows is because once you get past all the normal stuff that's on my registration, you'll get down to this where I have them basically like read the instructions for the show, so they know how the show works. So I've read the ways to win above. I've joined the She Show group on Facebook and turned on notifications, all of that. So I have a form specifically for this because I know that way they've like done what they needed to do to know how the game, why do I keep saying game, how the show works. So you go to link, shorten link, copy. So now I'm going to go back to the Facebook group and I'm going to put the link right here. So they've got the registration link. And so changing the name to Lindsay's She Show. And this is on February through the 19th. And then everything else is good to go. So then you save it. Okay, connect your group to Visly. Actually, while I'm in here, I'm going to do this. So customize group. So I always change it to, so it says, so the web address is facebook.com/groups/ the hostess's name. So the.SheShow. Okay, so that she's got a specific web address for her group. You can do a fun color if you want to, like that color, because it matches all the SheShow stuff. And then group affiliation. So I always, that's not what I thought it was. Hold on. Group type, general membership. Linked pages. Sorry, this is what I thought I was doing. Okay, so I link my Whitney Wim Hof page so that that's my like business page so that they can find it. And then recommended groups, I always link them to my Whitney Wim Hof skin and makeup one. And then I link it to the beautification group. I'm gonna pop it. Yep. I don't know. Why didn't that work? It looks like it's like wants to pull it up, but it's not. Okay, so anyway, usually the last one I just did it let me connect to both. To connect to my personal VIP client Facebook group and then the beautification Facebook group, because those are the two groups I'm constantly talking about that I want everybody to add themselves to so that they continue to have that exposure to me. So those are linked. So it'll say I've got one link, one group linked, and then apps. So this is where if you're using Visly, which I highly recommend doing because it'll make your life so much easier, you're going to add the Visly app because it has to be added in the group in order for you to use it. So you just add it. So now it's there. I'm going to try this group thing one more time because this is an actual SheShow. So I want. Hoping it's going to like pop up. All right. Well, I'll try later. Anyway, so at least for sure, I mean, link it to like your client group, but I really like, and like almost a ton of the posts I talk about joining the beautification group because that's like the best layering tool ever. Okay, so all of these were under settings. Let's go back to the prep instructions. I kind of skipped ahead a little bit. If you need help setting up Visly and stuff, or like connecting it to groups, which I just kind of showed you how to do that. There's a video. Yep, I just did that, adding your groups. And then turn the hashtags option on. So that's the last thing here. Okay, so they just changed it on Facebook now in groups. Topics are huge. So I'm always using the post topics feature because what that does, oh, I figured out what happened. I just saw something. See, so now I'm interacting as this Whitney Wim Hof, which is my business like fan page. It's not my personal page. So go back to my personal account. That was probably why it was not letting me add that group, because that group is not associated with that account. So settings. Well, that was probably meant to happen so that you could, all right, what am I doing? Oh, down recommended groups. Clearly I can't talk and do two things at one time. So now if that happens to you, you'll know what to do with it. There it is. Okay. So you'll be able to add both of those groups then. Just make sure that you are operating as you and not as your business page once you link your business page. So that's why that happened. Okay. So post topics. The reason I love post topics is because it helps guests search for posts and stay on top of things, because since it's a week-long SheShow, you want them to be able to keep on top of the post, so that there was a couple of days where they couldn't check in and post on things or comment on things. Then you want them to be able to click on like the Makeup Monday topic and find all of the Makeup Monday posts and just be able to stay on top of things and not have to search through the whole group of all these posts to find what they need to find. So so post topics are important. And there's a new setting. How did it not pop up this time? Gosh, Facebook is so weird. It did this with the last party that I just did. It did it the new way. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna refresh the page. Maybe I'm running into all these bumps, so that way when this happens to you, you'll know what to do with it. Okay, so post topics. Let's just try something. So, okay. Last time when I literally just did this last week and I clicked on topics, it popped up and asked if I want to use the new version of the way that they do topics. And so before, you used to have to go in and create these topics, and then you would have to go into the post. So like, here's a post, because that was my description I just made. You'd have to go here, you'd have to go to add topic, and then you'd have to select the topic that you created. Okay, that was like the first way that they created topics. So if that is the case, if that's how your group is getting set up, for some reason, I don't know why it does it sometimes, it doesn't the next time, then you'll have to create the topics. So like I have topics that are, I'll type it out, I guess, in that tutorial step-by-step thing, that guide I was just in, the prep instructions, I'll type it out for you, but it was like instructions, ways to win, games, Makeup Monday, tutorial Tuesday, Skin Wellness Wednesday, Freebie Friday, all of those. So I would have topics. And so in this version, if you're doing it this way, then you can only have one topic per post. The new way that they just changed over in Facebook, which literally just my SheShow last week, it worked for it. So it asked me when I clicked on topics, do you want to do the new way of doing topics? And I clicked yes. And the new way is that hashtags. So all of the posts on Visly that I've created for you have a hashtag at the bottom. So it's like hashtag Makeup Monday, hashtag Tutorial Tuesday. And so it automatically then puts them in the topics for you. So you don't have to create the topics. But it does not appear that that happens every time. So if it doesn't happen for you, then you're going to have to make the topics, create the topics that way. But this is like essential, essential. Like this is critical because you want them to be able to find things quickly because there's so many posts that go out. So you want to have topics there. So however you're using the topics, whichever way, when you create the group, whatever mood Facebook is in, it decides how you're going to do topics for that party, I guess. If someone learns this and figures out how to change it so that it does it the new way, please let me know. And maybe look for like future videos that I have just on group topics because I'll probably, after I get done with this, I'll probably figure out how to change it and then be like, ugh. So I'll have another video then for you just on topics, and that'll clear up that problem once I figure it out. So maybe look for that. So yeah, otherwise your group is done, ready to go. And then you can see our hostess guest invitation script and all of those steps on how to coach your hostess and walk her through having a successful SheShow. But wanted to just show you quickly how to how to set up a group and all the little details that I do with it. All right, so I think my screen share stopped. Okay. All right. If you have questions, let me know. And if I figure out the topic thing, I'll make another video on that. All right. Bye, guys.